boxing fans ringside, a very good evening and welcome to Friday Fight Night Boxing, brought to you by Hennessy Sports, who now presents a middleweight contest, and this bout is scheduled for 4 rounds of boxing. Timekeeper ringside is Martin Fallon of Wolverhampton. Up on the sound of the bell, the scoring referee in charge of this bout is Christopher Dean of Birmingham. Firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing black and grey shorts. Officially on the scales at 11 stone, 5 pounds even. 5 career victories, including 1 finishing inside the scheduled distance. He boxes out of Sofia, Bulgaria, introducing Teodor Nikolov. And across the ring, boxing out of the red corner, wearing white and green, stands his undefeated opponent. Officially on the scales for this bout at 11 stone, 3 pounds 4 ounces. His fight record is perfect. 2 visits to the ring, both resulting in victory. He stands in the ring this evening as a former 8 times amateur Irish champion from St Johnstone Island, introducing the exciting talent of McGinty. Referee Christopher Dean will now give his final instructions to both boxers.
Low blows, kidney punches, this is my words of command. Take yourselves at one time. Touch gloves.
The first round.
So 4 rounds here between Brett McGinty, who is in the green and white, and Teodor Nikolov, who is in the black and white. This slated at middleweight, given the fact that McGinty weighed in at 11 stone 3. I would imagine that he'll be boxing at super welterweight when he heads down the stretch a little bit and into title territory. That's a little way off yet. McGinty is 2-0, 22 years old, trained by Ricky Hatton out of his gym in Hyde, Manchester. McGinty just looking to jab to the body, good solid shot with the lead hand. That Nikolov already on the retreat here, has been seen in UK rings on a number of occasions, has been the distance with some good operators as well. McGinty has boxed 10 rounds in his pro career so far. A good debut against a fighter called Jan Arden, who was 2-5 at the time, so his record might not have looked like much, but that was a good match for a debut. And that was over 6 rounds too, last December, and then boxed again in May, winning over 4 rounds against Dwayne Grant. And McGinty is just beginning to cuff Nikolov around the ring at times here, as we get into the midpoint of round 1. A much decorated amateur, an 8-time national champion. Got to a couple of senior elite finals. In Ulster and also in the All Irelands. Commonwealth Youth Games silver. European schoolboy bronze. Boxed to the World Youth Championship, so did a lot with that vest on. And he's just beginning to pick Nikolov apart here. A decent looking jab there from McGinty. Nikolov is already in full survival mode as we head into the final minute of the first round. McGinty just inching his way forward there. Gloves up nice and high. Leads off with the right hand. And he's got some power, you can tell, because these punches are having an impact on Nikolov. You can see the reaction from him every time McGinty lands. It doesn't really matter if it's all that clean or not. A couple of little feints with the front foot there from McGinty. And then looks to try and rifle that jab down the centre. Right hand down the middle. Nikolov trying to roll away to his right hand side. This is going to be a long 4 rounds for him if he can get through the distance here. He hasn't looked particularly hurt in this opening round, but as I say, when he lands McGinty, he gets a reaction, even if it's on the shoulder. Good solid short left hand there from McGinty, lands right on the bell. And there's that jab. Just a well-delivered punch, just countering with the left hand there. And every time he lands, he's just knocking Nikolov onto his heels.
Corners, 10 seconds. Second round, round 2.
So good opening round from McGinty. Nice and patient, nice and accurate. And as I said, a good bit of spite on those punches as well. Would be good to see him just gradually turn the screw throughout the course of this fight. Cut off the ring nicely and just keep him under that pressure, Nikolov. He just dipped his head to the left-hand side there and flung a big right hand up over the top, which caught McGinty but didn't make any particular impact. Nikolov trying to climb into a left hand there to the body, just looking a little bit more aggressive in the second round here, the Bulgarian, possibly because he knows that if he's going to just try and cover up for 4 rounds, that's a long time to be on the receiving end. He's got to do something to try and make McGinty think. The Irishman just looking to whip a big right hand bolo punch almost to the midriff there. Good front foot pressure this from McGinty. He's not going crazy, but he's just right on top of Nikolov all the time. Shoots out the jab straight down the middle. Nikolov just dipping away to his left-hand side there, gets close and then wraps McGinty up halfway through round 2. Right to the body there was a decent shot from Nikolov. Just a little step to his left, through that one just above the belt line. Jab there from McGinty. Looks for the body. Trying to aim the uppercut there, McGinty. Just a little bit short with it. Good to see him use the jab a little bit more, McGinty. Goes down to the body with the right hand. He's got a good stiff jab on him. Just keep popping that out. Set everything up off that lead left hand. He's maybe in this second round just looking for single shots a bit too much, if I was to be hypercritical. Nikolov just trying to wing in a big wide left hand there, just throw something. In the second round again here, he's been fighting in reverse really. Just 20 seconds to go until the end of the round is scheduled for 4. Nikolov throws that right and then closes that gap as fast as he can, looking to wrap up McGinty, throw his arms around the waist, Stephen. So there goes the bell at the end of round 2. There's that jab, he throws that well. Well, that's the Nikolov corner. We just had a look at the McGinty corner. Ricky Hatton and Kerry Kaysen there, a very, very experienced duo. Hatton, of course, was one of the most effective, most electric front foot pressure fighters we've had in British and Irish boxing over the last couple of decades. McGinty feels that he's cut from a similar kind of cloth. Hatton was asking him for more body shots in the second half of the fight. So McGinty in the white and green, Nikolov in the black and white. Just touching with the jab there, McGinty, then goes heavily down to the body. That was a really good shot, set that up nicely, just that double jab, just a light jab, got those gloves up, and then dropped his height and rammed that right hand straight down the middle, and he went down immediately there, Nikolov. That was a nice bit of work. He set that up well. 2 minutes 30 seconds remaining in the round pretty much. Now can he just apply the pressure here? Right hand round the back of the guard there from Nikolov. Didn't quite get through clean, but he's on the retreat again here, and the right hand just caught him as he was moving away to his right. He looks towards the corner, gets back up on the count of 5, but there's residual damage there, if you like, from that first body shot, and there's a long way to go in this round. Nikolov just backing up, turning southpaw, trying to protect that ribcage area, and the referee, as he takes a knee that time, Christopher Dean, comes in and waves this one over, and McGinty gets the first stoppage win of his still very new pro career, and that's a good performance. Good performance. Good start in the first round, looked particularly sharp with the jab. Second round maybe looked for big single shots a little bit too much. In between rounds, Ricky Hatton telling him to set up the attacks to the body, and he did that at the start of the round really well. Just a light little jab, just tapping with the jab a couple of times, distracting Nikolov, went down to the body, and really the writing was on the wall from that point onwards. Every time he hit into the body after that, down he went. Let's have a look at the finish. There are those two little tap jabs, and he just drops those knees a touch, goes straight down into the body. He thought the right hand was coming up top there, Nikolov, no doubt about that. And then here's a second knockdown, just that whipping shot. It might not look like much, but it just caught him in the rib cage there, just on the left-hand side, and down he went. And then the end really was inevitable. Cuffing shot, down he went, and the referee decided that we had seen enough.
Well, the official end of this contest falls at 1 minute 17 seconds of round number 3. Referee Christopher Dean has stopped the bout. In his professional opinion, Teodor Nikolov is in no position to continue. The winner, still undefeated as a professional boxer, McGinty!
Well, he's brought plenty of support, and he didn't let them down. Good performance from McGinty.